Good morning, students. Now, let us continue with the chapter that we are doing is that is types of plan. Now, in our types of plan, we have already discussed two types of plan, that is objective and strategy. In objective, we have discussed what is to be done. That is, what will be my end result. For example, 10% sales is my end result. I want to increase the sales by 10%. So that will be an objective. And how I am going to fulfill that objective, that is when we are going to plan it out in the strategy. That is determining the procedure and what are the things which are being required for achieving that particular objective, that will be decided in the form of strategy. Now today we are going to discuss about the third type of plan, that is policy. Now policy is nothing the principles of our action. They are the general statements which are being required to be passed on to the employees. So they provide the basis for interpreting strategy which is usually stated in general terms. So whatever the strategy which is being planned by the manager, they create that in the form of policies so that they can easily be made to understand to the employees. For example, recruitment policy. Now, for example, the recruitment policy, the company decides that for company A decides that they will own, for the consultant job, they are only going to recruit the CA, the chartered accountant. So that is the policy of a company. In the other hand, the government used to make a policy that they are going to, for the in the banking sector, for the probationary officers, they're only going to recruit the person who has scored more than 60% in the graduation. So that is a recruitment policy. So that is the policy which is being created by the company. Or the other example we can say the production policy. That is one of the policies that company decide that more than 40,000, if there will be more than 40,000 production they have received, or we can say that if there is more than 40,000 production they have received from the different company to produce, then it will goes, then the managers will be involved in that particular production activity. So that is one of the policy of the company. So what are policies? Policies are nothing but the broad parameters within which a manager may function. So what are policies? They are the general guidelines on the basis of which the company used to, or the people of a company used to perform. So the policies are being defined into two, they are being divided into two parts, that is major policies and minor policies. When we talk about the major policies, major company policies are to be known to by everyone, whether it is being known by the customers, the employees, or we can say the clients and the competitors. And when we talk about the minor policies, they are being required by the insiders, generally by the employees. So if I define with a hypothetical example how to differentiate between major and minor employees. For the minor employees, for example, every day in an organization, the employees has to come in the formals. So that is a minor policy of a company, and it is being known only by the employees of the company. So that information is only known by the insider, and that minute detail of information is being required only by the employees of the company, that they have to come in the formal in an organization. That is one of the policy of the company. When we talk about the major policies, for example, the recruitment policy, that when the organization is recruiting a particular employee in an organization, the day he's got the appointment letter, he also received the policies of the company, what are the policies that he has to go through while he is there in the organization, and what are the policies of the company that he has to maintain while he is working in an organization. So that is a major employee that it should be known by the people who is being recruited in that particular organization. So the employees used to get, so the company has both the policies, the major policies and the minor policy. So policies are nothing but the general guidelines which are being required by the employees, and they are the general guide for the other people, so that they are able to know about the different strategy policies of the company. Now coming to the fourth type of plan, that is procedure. Now procedure is nothing but they are the framework which are being which are being provided by the policies. They are nothing but the framework. So what are the procedures? It is to be designed within the framework provided by policies. So whatever the policies which we have decided, under that what are the steps that is to be required to be done, that is known as procedure. So they are nothing but the routine steps on how to carry out activities. For example, I said the company's production policy is that they are going to take only those raw materials which has only 2% defect. So there will be a certain procedure for finding out the defects in the raw material. If the raw materials has more than 2% of defects, they will be returned back. So that is a particular procedure on which the policy have been created. So the policy has certain procedures. These are the procedures, they are the specified steps that has to be required to be done while working on that particular policy. So procedure are nothing but the specified steps to be followed in a particular circumstances, or we can say that has to be followed while working in a particular policies. So it is generally being followed by the insiders, they are generally being followed by the employees or the managers of the company. So what are strategy? Their strategy is nothing but a general step that is being required to be followed and within the framework of the policies. Clear? Now coming to the next one. Now coming to the next method, next plan, that is method. Now method are nothing but a prescribed or manners in which task has to be performed considering the objective. So whatever the objective we have decided, on the basis of it, the methods are being created, on the basis of it the employees used to perform their activities. For example, I say a company has recruited an employee and he has to perform on a particular machine. So there is an SOP that is being given how to run that particular machine in a systematic way that is being written over it. So that is the method of running that particular machine. So method are nothing but formalized and standardized ways to accomplish repetitive and routine jobs. So they are nothing but they are formalized, and formalized means they are the way of starting up the machine and a standard way that everyone used to do that particular work. So for example, method of training. And then in this example we can say, if an employee is being recruited in a bank, so the day he enter into a bank, he has to go through he has to learn all the things in a systematic way as the other employees have learned. And then once he completes all his training and whatever he has to learn in a systematic way, the plan with the policies according to the policies of the company or the rules of the company, whatever he has to learn, he will learn on that particular way. And once he will learn, he has to go through the exam and then he can be appointed at that particular place he has been recruited. So that is the method of training, the way of teaching the particular employee. So methods are nothing but a formalized and standardized way to accomplish repetitive and routine jobs. Clear? So that is the meaning of method. Now coming to the sixth type of plan, that is rule. Rules are nothing but a specific statements that inform what is to be done. So rules are the simplest type of plan which tells us what is to be done. For example, I said it, the company has a rule that when the order of 40,000 comes, then the decisions regarding that particular order can be taken only by the manager. Okay, so whenever this type of customer comes, the customer comes and he says, I want to give the order for 40,000 sales, then directly it goes to the manager. If that particular employee fails to follow that particular rule, that when the order is coming of 40,000, more than 40,000, and he is not taking that customer to the manager, if he fails in that particular rule, then a primitive action will be taken against that particular employee. So that is one of the rules. So rules are nothing but a simplest type of plan because there is no compromise or change unless a policy decision is taken. So rules are nothing but that is meant to be followed by the employees of an organization, which are being created by the management. So it is to be applied with rules. Methods are to be applied with rules of organization. So methods and rules are being the simplest way that is being applied along with the rules while working in an organization. So rules are nothing but a specific statement to inform the employees that is what is to be done while we are working in an organization. So just for example, when you are there in the school, there are certain rules and regulations that you have to follow. If you are not able to follow those particular rules and regulations, then a preventive action is being taken against you. In the same way, in the management also, if the employee is not able to follow those particular rules which are being created by an organization, then a preventive action will be taken against him. So rules are the specific statements that is to be required, what is to be done. Now coming to the next type of plan, that is program. Now program is nothing but a detailed statements which are being required to be made about a project. So whatever we have planned up in the objectives, strategies, the rules, the methods, they are all being required to be written in the form of detailed manner, so that particular project can be presented in a specific way. So what are the things that are being written? These in a program. Program are the detailed statements about a project, that is the outline of the objective, the policies, the procedures, rule, tasks to be performed while working those particular project, human and the physical resources which are being required for that particular course of action, and the budget also to implement any course of action. So in a program, a detailing is being done about a project that is being written in a more prescribed way. So program is nothing but a concrete action plan about who, when and how work would be done. So in a program, everything is being written in a systematic way, in a detailed form, so that a plan, whatever we have planned, whatever the objective is being decided, the strategies, the policies, the rules and the tasks, along with the resources which are being required and the budget is being required for that particular plan is being written in a more prescribed way. Yeah, so that is being required. That is the meaning of program. Now the next type of plan we are going to discuss, the last type of plan, that is budget. So in budget are nothing but a statement of expected result that is expressed in numerical terms. So when I say that I want to increase the sale by 10%, so how much cost will be included, or how much cost will be being spent to increase the sales by 10%. So these are the facts which is being created with the help of numerical figures. So these are the plan. This is a plan which quantifies future facts and figures. Means whatever we are planning it out, that is we want to increase the 10% of sales, then it has a certain fact that we have to do the little bit of expenditure. We have to increase the expenditure. We have to incur the cost. We have to increase the cost, and that will help me to figure out whether the thing is being in the form of whether the thing is being in my achievable or not. So it is generally a control device to take care of deviation. That is, budget represented all items in numbers, so it's easier to compare the actual figures and with expected figures, actual figures with expected figures, and take corrective action. So it's generally being a controller for any deviation, so that I can find out whether the actual figures which are being coming out are being easier for me do the expected figures. That okay, I want to for example, at home your father has informed your mother, due to the lockdown we are going to spend only 4,000 or 5,000 rupees in the home expenditure. Okay, but at the end of the month when the expenditure turned up, then the expenditure, when it is being found out, the expenditure is around 6,000 rupees. So what are the corrective measures should be taken so that in the next expenditure that particular 1,000 can be reduced and my expenditure of the house should remain within what I have planned up. So that is the correct. So it generally being a control device, it is a control device which help us to whatever the deviation that is being taking place due to the wrong measures or the wrong step, that can be controlled. So it generally help me to compare the actual figures with the expected figures. So the budget are the statement of expected result which are being expressed in numerical terms. Clear? So these are different types of plans. With this, we are completed with chapter number 4. I know this particular topic, that is types of plans, are not there in your syllabus. Still, I have taught you because it is important, not for today, but for your tomorrows. okay, for your competitive examination. That we have discussed. So whatever is not being there in the, that is being removed in the syllabus, don't expect that we are not going to teach. We are going to teach you everything because it is required for your future, okay. And next thing, that is go through all the videos of planning, note down the notes, and I'll be in the next class, I'll be giving you some questions which are based on planning and business environment, so that you can work on work on those particular questions, and be in touch with the school, whatever the school is sending you the videos, because it is very important for you to know that in the next year the board is your board, and you have to give the examination in a better and effective way if you want to see your future in a bright way. Thank you.